we spread love and positive vibes. And as always, let me start with thanking our returning subscribers and our new subscribers. We appreciate you. We do not take you for granted, guys. We really thank you so much. And we say that may you be blessed for supporting us, for liking our videos, for watching our videos, for subscribing. Thank you so much. You know, sometimes when I think about Jamaica and when I look at what is happening, I really see them as a special people, a people that have been chosen by God. Because some of the things that I hear and see in Jamaica cannot be explained. I don't know whether, guys, you know what I mean. Like, for example, imagine during the era of slavery in Jamaica, the Maroon people were actually closed because I'm sure no one can allow a slave to live freely that they can be able to escape. We cannot explain how the Maroon people escaped from the hand of the colonial masters and went to hiding in the bush, and the colonial people could not actually get them. And not even that. It cannot be explained how the colonial masters with very sophisticated weapon and the Maroon people without weapons could actually fight the colonial masters and subdue them and make them to sign a treaty. All these are things that cannot be explained by just fathoming them with a human eye. It seems like there was a very great positive force that was actually supporting the slaves, or rather the people of Jamaica during that slavery era. The other thing that I look at it and see, there is a very great positive force, a very great mighty force that backs the people of Jamaica. Can you be able to explain how the slaves were actually captured in West Africa, transported through very great hardships and through a lot of beatings, a lot of suffering, and they survived to go all the way to Jamaica? In most cases, these slaves might not have reached Jamaica. They would have been dead by the time they reached Jamaica. But these people survived all those hardships and made it to Jamaica. The other thing, I'm trying to tell you some of the scenarios that I look at them and see like the Jamaican people are actually a chosen race. They are a chosen people. Just like God chose the people of Israel and anointed them and actually could fight for them and they could win battles that could not be explained, I see Jamaican people with such special favors, special power, special positivity that actually backs them. So I was talking about the slaves that were captured from West Africa, carried all the way to Jamaica, and they survived all the hardships on the way to actually reach Jamaica and later escape from their colonial masters. This cannot be just human force. There is a backing that we cannot be able to explain. The other thing, imagine it is said that the slaves were not allowed to get children because their children could be captured and be made slaves and sometimes die. But imagine the children of Jamaican people that they got survived, because how did they come to be so many in Jamaica as Maroon people? Because God gave them the power to survive. Just like the Israelites, in the era of Moses, they were given a lot of hard tasks to do in Egypt. and they survived the hardships to be the people that God has chosen to go to the promised land. Guys, I hope you can relate with what I'm trying to explain. The people of Israel, their firstborns, were supposed to be killed by the king that was there. And mysteriously, Moses escapes this death and becomes the man to save the people of Israel. You can imagine the people who are fighting for independence in Jamaica, how they survived the colonial harsh treatment, the colonial many times of trying to kill them, people like Nana, to fight for the people of Jamaica, and even go to an extent of making the colonial masters to sign a treaty. This is not an easy task when the people are alone. There must be a force backing them. There must be a hand that is upon them. There must be a push from heaven. Guys, I hope you can relate with what I'm trying to show you. The other thing is that the Jamaican people survived the slaves and they fought the colonial masters, and they actually succeeded to send them out of their country. The other thing is the kind of innovations that have been done in Jamaica. A small island, and I always keep saying that because it's important to understand that Jamaica is not a very big land that has got a lot of population that we can say there is a probability of producing people with creative, with innovative minds. They are just a small island with very retro or rather small population. And yet, they have done a lot of innovations. We looked at one of the Jamaican who actually made people aware of kwashiorkor. They even produced a cow that could actually be adapted to their climate. They have done a lot of innovations even in the aircraft, in the aeroplanes. We cannot be able to mention the innovations that have been done by the people of Jamaica compared to other nations that have got big populations and they are large, yet they have not achieved what the Jamaican people have achieved. Apart from that, how can you explain that the Jamaican people, as retro as they are, as small as their island is, have become the fastest people in the whole world, have won the Miss World crown several times, have actually become one of the countries that is known by the whole world? How do you explain that? How do you also explain that Jamaica becomes the pioneer and the leading country in the reggae music, and it has spread this to the whole world? It has made influence to the whole world. How can you explain some of the Jamaicans have actually come from that small island, have started big, and have become influential in the whole world? I actually shot a video. If you have not seen the video, you can actually go back and check it there. How Jamaicans have actually defeated all the odds and became great people, great influencers, great changers of the world. Jamaica, like I always say, it's actually a small country, but it has done a lot that big countries have not done. How can you explain all this? How can you explain the kind of unity and the kind of love and the kind of hard work the Jamaicans have? I'm saying all this to show you that this is a special people, a chosen generation, a chosen race. And that is why they are able to accomplish so much, yet they are small island with a very, very small population. How can you explain that Jamaica can be able to produce so much in terms of agriculture, and yet it is just a small island. How can you explain the many natural beauties of Jamaica? Just to mention by a few, the caves, the lagoons, the mountains, the many rivers of Jamaica, being such a small island. All this coming together shows us there is something special with the people of Jamaica. How can you explain, guys, that some of the Jamaican water has healing powers? Some of these things are wonders, the greatest wonders in the world. How can you explain that Jamaica has one of the largest butterfly? How can you explain that Jamaica has actually unique flowers that are not found in most of the areas in the world? How can you explain some of the unique things, the crocodiles that are found in the Black River in Jamaica? How can you explain the luminous lagoon that makes people to actually glitter when you enter there? Some of these things that happen to Jamaican people and to Jamaica as a country, they actually indicate it's like God had chosen this land, had actually chosen the people of Jamaica to be great. How can you explain that Jamaica is the only country where you go and find people departing through an airplane, praying before the departure and praying after the arrival? How can you explain that? Not even that. How can you explain that some of the hurricanes of Jamaica, they have happened, so many hurricanes, so many earthquakes, yet the people of Jamaica are not so much affected. And even if they are affected, they come out strong, they come out great, they come out back again and actually hold hands and go on with their lives. This actually needs a special people. It needs an anointed people. And today I want to tell you, not just to say things, I have proved beyond reasonable doubt that Jamaica could be a chosen people. Just like the Israelites were chosen by God, Jamaica have some of the things that I have mentioned that clearly shows us Jamaica has some unique characteristics, some unique things that are in Jamaica that we don't find in other lands. And therefore, today's video, I am just asking you a simple question. Do you think Jamaica is a chosen people, a chosen generation, a holy nation, anointed by God for greatness, chosen by God to conquer the world? You can actually answer me in the comment below. Because sometimes I usually look at it. I look at its beauty. I look at its people. I look at the many things that they have managed to achieve, the many obstacles they have overcome, the many ups and downs they have gone through and have become out, or rather have come out strong. Then I see that these people are not just like we say in Kiswahili, kawaida people. They are not normal people. They have a unique characteristic. They have a unique thing that most people don't have. How can you explain that Jamaica can produce the second in command in a country that is known all over the world, America? How do you explain this? Not forgetting a lot of Jamaicans have actually been holding great positions in the world, have actually turned the world upside down and made a lot of impact in the world. These people are a chosen people. They are a chosen generation. They are a holy priesthood. And that is why they are able to achieve so much that most of the large countries have not achieved. And therefore we say, help to Jamaica as you continue on your journey to go higher and higher in your achievements, in your greatness, in your special characteristics. And I know one day we are going to celebrate Jamaica as a great nation. I usually say this and people come to the comment section and they doubt what I usually say. If at all Jamaica can have great readers, Jamaica can be a reading country not only in the Caribbean, in the whole world. Because they are talented people. They are innovative and creative people. They are hardworking people, like I have said always. They are people that have characteristics that show us they are special in a way. They are a chosen generation. And therefore, we pray for them. We pray that they continue showering higher to greater heights, to greater achievements, to greater economical growth, because Jamaica has the potential. Could Jamaica be the chosen race? Comment in the comment down below and tell me. And that will be the end of the video. Thank you for joining us once again. Bye-bye and God bless.